Hi, welcome back to my channel. You can call me Goddess Quita or Quita, either one to do. I answer to both. Um, for the past couple of weeks, I have been seeing 303. And usually threes are really good numbers, but in this case, God said that someone is angry. They're very angry, and they're sitting in like putting out this angry energy into the universe. And God says that my spirit guides are telling me that you're not really angry, you're hurt. And whoever this is need to see a counselor, need to talk to someone, because this anger is preventing you. God says it's preventing you from being basically your best self is what I'm hearing. It's like stagnating you. You wake up angry, you go to sleep angry, you go on with life. Nobody knows that you're really angry, but you're angry in the inside, and God says he see that anger, and it's not really anger, it's hurt. And God said the only way, well, not the only way, he said there's multiple ways that you can get over it, but the most productive way that you really want to do that, most people don't like to talk about what's really wrong with them. They kind of suppress it, and it's not good to suppress anger, especially because you can blow up on anybody and hurt somebody that you really truly love, and you don't want to do that. So God said you either need to talk, you can write it out, or go see a counselor, or something about that hurt that you're feeling, because you're angry, but the anger is due to hurt. You're hurting in the inside, and I'm hearing justice. I'm seeing the name justice or some kind of balance, because when I think about justice, I think about balance. Some kind of balance needs to be had. And if you don't, that's what Spirit is saying. If you don't balance out your emotions, then you're going to explode, and you're going to bleed on people that did nothing to you, that you're not really upset with, because they got to come out eventually. So even if you write it out, that's why I always have a journal or something that I can really write out my emotions. And people are like, how do you heal fast? I write. Not always prayers. I write just how I feel, even if I have to burn it or throw it away or just crumble it up because I want nobody to know my business. I'll write out how I feel, or I'll just talk about it. I like God is sitting right there with me, because he is, or I like my mother is sitting right there with me, because she really is. Not in a, oh, I see my mother, but I understand her energy is around me, so I talk to her as if she was there. And I'm like, a lot of times because my mom is dead. For anybody that doesn't know, my mom died when I was like 10 years old. She was shot and killed. So I really literally write out my feelings, or I talk to my mother as if she was with me. I know in the 3D that I do not see my mother, let's be honest, but her energy is around me and her blood is within me, so she's always energetically with me. So I utilize that energy for that space, and I really just pour, talk, cry, whatever I need to do. Another thing that I used to do when I was healing was, like, I would go into the shower. I don't know, water is very healing, it's very therapeutic, especially when you're in the shower. You know you're already washing your body and stuff, so you're washing all that dirt off. So when you're crying in the shower, instead of putting it in the universe in a negative way, you can shed it off, and God hears that. It's going down the drain, it's being filtered through, and all of you is automatically going through the process of what it needs to do to be transmuted. Spirit says it's a natural processing system. So if you're feeling hurt and you don't want to talk to nobody, or you don't have to, you can talk to God about it, to your ancestors about it, you can write about it, and then just throw it away or whatever you want to do with it. But you have to process that hurt, so you won't be angry. God said it needs to be filtered through, it needs to be processed through, so you won't be hurt, so you won't be out here bleeding on people that did nothing to you. And you don't want to hurt your loved ones just because you're angry and you're suppressing it. You're pretending like everything is okay, and it's not. It's okay not to be okay. People want you to be okay all the time, and that we are humans. We go through ups and downs. We grow spirally. We grow in a continual spiral. So, because a lot of lessons we have to repeat in situations, because if we are healed, we have to know that I really gotten over this, because I don't respond the same way I used to respond. So that's how you know you healed from something. A lot of times people say, what if you don't cry about it anymore. I found that I still cry about some things, but I have healed because my mindset is different or how I think about it. But it still hurt me in that way, but not in the way where I'm lashing out. But I still cry about it, but my mindset is different about it. It's like, okay, that person had to do that, and it's a continuum spiral of a cycle. If But yeah, spirit is really heavy on the shower. That shower technique that I just told you about. God said for whoever this person is, for whoever this is for, God said that technique will work, because I was around a bunch of people I couldn't trust. If I tell my business to, it's everywhere, and I really couldn't heal in peace. So I use that shower technique to just get in the shower and I just talk to God. And I just let it all out. I just let it hang all out. And then as you're washing, you got to understand you're cleansing your body. So your bath, your shower is the everyday ritual. It should be. But and so when you get in the habit of constantly going in the shower and cleansing and thinking and like, God, just do this and do that, you're constantly renewing yourself. You're washing out that old so new will come in, and you're doing it daily. So it's that not only are you taking a shower, but you're cleansing your spirit, you're cleansing your emotions, you're cleansing your mental, so that you can organize and get better for the next day or for the next lesson or for whatever season that you're in your life for the next season. So God just really wanted me to pour that into someone, because somebody is really angry. They said, and the anger is stemming from hurt, like I said. And God's like, no more. I'm hearing He said, no more. Don't do it no more, because he like you're on a downward spiral. Whoever I'm talking to, you know who it is. It's a guy too. It's a guy. I know that. I'm picking up. It's a guy. You're on a downward spiral to hurting yourself and to really bleeding on people that didn't do anything to you. So in order not to do that, the shower ritual is what I'm hearing Spirit say. That shower ritual, that shower technique will really work for you if you don't have people around that you can trust, or even if you do and you just don't want to pour into nobody, you don't want to put your problems in nobody, that's a great way to put it into God, into the universe, so God can heal you. Because the next thing you know, I used to do it all the time. Next thing you know, I used to be sitting there crying, and the next thing you know, like the next 2 days, I'm just like, oh, okay, and I'm coming up with different ideas and being creative and finding solutions to my problem. So it helps you to release so that you can find solutions and be creative and just get that space with God that you need so you can be fulfilled from within. Because I promise you, anything that hurts you, God can heal you from. Trust me, God will turn your pain into your strength. He will turn the things that was meant to hurt you, to harm you, into strength for you, to uplift you, to build you, to ground you. So I hope whoever I'm talking to really listen to this message and take heed, and really don't feel bad about being hurt or angry, but do process it in a healthy way, is what I'm hearing and seeing. It's a male that I'm speaking to. I can pick it up on heavy, because men usually they don't like to talk to nobody, and they carry a burden, like, because they have to be seen as strong all the time. And in my case, I've been with a guy that was like that, and is not pretty. Like, the men need to cry too. Men need space to heal too. Men need to be heard. Their voice needs to be heard. They need to know that it's okay. That's why I don't agree with that saying men shouldn't cry. Every human being should cry, because we have tears, we have eyes to cry, and that's what it's there for. To cleanse our, not just to see, it cleanses itself. And so when your soul is cleansing, with your emotion is cleansing, you need to cry. It's healthy to cry. It really is. You're not weak for crying. You're not. Just like when it rains sometimes, I love the rain. But when it rains sometimes, when I was in back in Florida and it rained, because we have a lot of rainy weather in Florida, I would get so sentimental, and I would just cry and cry. And my kids were like, "Mommy, why are you crying?" I would just release everything that's bothering me, and it helps me to be so much stronger, so much better. So don't ever think you're weak for crying. If anybody ever make you feel weak from crying, then something is wrong with them, because as a human being, we're made to cry about our emotions, about what's ailing us. You know what I'm saying? So long as you're doing it in a balanced way, Spirit says just If you grew up in a family like that and you feel like you can't talk to anyone, the shower technique, the writing technique, it works. You know what I mean? Meditation works because it helps you to process your thoughts too. But for your anger, I would really recommend that shower technique. Just getting there and talking to God about your problems and just releasing them and letting them go down the drain. Let them just wash away. And I promise you, after 2 or 3 showers, you'll see the difference. You really will. Because, like, after my second shower, I was just like, oh my God, like, okay, this is my new healing spot. Like, and now it's a habit. Like, when I take a shower, it's a habit for me to just go into healing mode, into that thought process. You have to understand we're constantly being damaged every day by different energetic auras and different people coming at us different type of ways. There's so many people in this world. So you have to constantly have a cleansing ritual. You have to constantly cleanse. You have to constantly detox from all this stuff. So it makes sense for me to just have that shower ritual. So, or technique, however you want to say it. But, yeah, I just wish whoever this male individual is that I'm speaking to or God is speaking to through me, I just really hope you use that technique because it's a really useful, helpful, very great technique. I recommend it to anyone. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. You know I can go on and on. I'm a talker. All right, you guys, peace.